Before we start the video, I request you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. God is saying today that currently, God is expressing that you are the recipient of my favor. I am encircling you with favor like a shield, and I am protecting you. I have not changed from the past, the present, or the future. Although I do not respect people, I do respect faith. I do not respect personhood. The miracles, signs, wonders, and great deliverances that I have performed in the past will be repeated because I will continue to accomplish them. The Father declares that your life is the selected proving ground for my faithfulness to move in the lives of my people in order to dramatically deliver them, particularly you, from every encroachment of the enemy. This day my faithfulness will be demonstrated in your life. People will look at my hand at work in your life and exclaim, "That's not fair, they didn't earn the blessing they are enjoying." When they see my hand exerting its influence. What the Father is saying is that it is not about gaining things. Within the boundaries of my dominion, there is no such thing as paying your dues. What I am doing in your life is not based on who you are or what you have done, rather, it is based on who I am and what I did in your life 2,000 years ago. You are the one to whom I am entitled. From this day forward, I will continue to serve as your protector and your greatest benefactor in every aspect of your life. Therefore, make it your commitment to precisely align yourself onto the vital road that leads to the location where all servant sons find their place of service to me. It is my empire that encircles you. You are followed by my dominion, and it advances before you. My kingdom, which is located on the right hand and on the left, is the one that decides what next takes place. Give up any attempts at self-promotion. Permit the attitudes that are driven by ego and have never reflected my grace to be named in your actions even once. According to the Father, I am bringing you into the entitlement that is reserved for sons. I am extending to you today the realization of what the power to become a son involves in every aspect of your life. But, you must draw yourself away with me until it is all of me and none of you. I am offering this realization to you today. This is a privilege that is only extended to you, and no one else will be granted it. You have been pleading and wishing for this moment for a very long time right now. I command you to rise up and become the one who enters into the paternity of sons in my kingdom, says the Father. Your heart is the heart of a worshipper, the Father says to you today at this time. As a result of the fact that I take pleasure in spending time with you, you are the one who is appointed to express worship. As soon as you begin to adore me, I will appear. Without a doubt, I am always with you, yet, while you worship, there is a palpable presence from my throne that is profound and powerful in its ability to change your life. As you worship, you are one of the people that I hunt for all across the world in order to demonstrate that I am powerful in your favor. That is why I have endowed you with the capacity to experience things on a profound level. When you don't always have the comfort and convenience of expressing yourself in ways that many around you would understand or tolerate, you may even find yourself wondering why your feelings tend to run so deep. That's because you don't always have the ability to do so. It has been a challenge to find a balance between living up to the expectations of others and being the person you truly are. I put that struggle and that pressure on the inside of you, so that you would find the expression of it that does not take into consideration the opinion of men, but solely looks unto me, says the Father. Do not be frustrated, since I put it there. The Father encourages you to allow your feet to regain their dance style. In the same way that other people dance for their own reasons, thank me while you are dancing. The timbrel and the many-colored flags that reflect my splendor and my artistry are the instruments that you should use to praise me. Recuperate the postures of praise and worship, and do not let anyone to tell you that it is not suitable when you are merely attempting to worship me. Give your hands a raise. Pray to God while kneeling down. A rhythmic statement of your love and a celebration of who I am in your life includes spinning, dancing, and moving in a rhythmic manner. You will find yourselves in my river if you proceed in this manner. It is the Father who says that there will be a fluidity and a flow, a river of intensity and passion in my spirit that will please you and change you as well as change others. There are bound to be instances in which other people will join in and take part, as there are undoubtedly a great number of people that possess the same kind of heart that you do. I will make it possible for you to have an impact on a group of people who are worshiping, and as a result, there will be an outpouring of my spirit and a visitation that men have been pleading for a long time. Nevertheless, they have failed to comprehend that the rivers of my spirit will only flow in accordance with their desires if they completely surrender themselves to me. In this day and age, the Father declared, I am the God of open doors. I don't just open one door and say, walk through it. I do more than that. When you bend your ear down to determine which option to pick, I rejoice in the fact that I have opened a number of doors for you. Each and every one of the promises that I have stocked up for you in the scriptures is a yes and an amen in my word. Maintain a firm grasp on that armory of potential. Take note that I will not break the vow that I have made. I do not make a decision on a case-by-case basis regarding whether or not to honor what I have spoken in a clear and concise manner when you ask of me and stand on my word. My word is a guarantee that whatever it is that you have put your faith in me for will undoubtedly be fulfilled. It is not denial to delay. I am not some grim creature sitting on a throne in the distance, looking down on you with a sneer. Because I am a loving Father, I am making myself abundantly available to you in the midst of every catastrophe. You can put your faith in the fact that I am currently very near to you. Hold on to the truth that is found in my word. Now is the day when you should anticipate seeing my kindness in your life. Keep your eyes peeled for my favor at every turn. Imagining yourself as the recipient of my love in its whole and without conditions is a blessing. The time has come for you. This is the time for you. It is the season of now for you. The one I love. You should not be afraid, says the Father. Don't be afraid, instead, have faith alone. I urge you to have faith in my word and to disregard what the circumstances suggest. The things that are visible to you come and go, and they are subject to change. Things that cannot be seen, such as my word and my spirit, are in control of everything. Accept and embrace this fact. Come and lay your head down in the pit of my heart. With the mind of Christ in the midst of the chaos and confusion that you are experiencing. When everyone around you is in a state of chaos, take a deep breath of my calm and exhale the stillness that comes from the Holy Ghost. Hear my voice. Hear the still, little voice of my spirit that is always speaking and saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. Listen to my voice. You inquire, Father, what exactly does that imply? I tell them, it means that the storm you are in is something I am walking you out of. And in order to accomplish this, they need to cooperate and trust me each and every minute. As you come to terms with this and accept what I have in store for you, we will continue to walk through it together, and you will emerge undamaged and completely placed into the place where you are blessed. You are my battle axe and my weapon of war, that is what the Father says to you today. To ensure that I am victorious in a conflict, I will prioritize you above all else. Instead of putting you in danger, I created you with a warrior spirit that is willing to fight the good battle. This is not because I am putting you in danger. due to the fact that it is the one that you prevail in. The good fight is the good fight. I have created you a victorious individual. And that is not merely something I do for you, rather, it is who you are. When you stand with me, the Father says, we are a more powerful force than everything that comes after us, regardless of how many people are on the side of the adversary. Do not ever count the number of people that are opposing you. You should never place your reliance in the number of people around you who are standing steady. The fact that I am with you is the only thing that matters. I will empower you in the same way that men and women of the past struck their adversaries on the hip and thigh and refused to accept no as a response. Say from the depths of your being, we play until I win, while you are feeling exhausted from the fight. Your spirit of greatness and your will to accomplish are both gifts that I have bestowed upon you. The pursuit of one's goals is not in any way immoral or sacrilegious. The time has come for you to fulfill everything that I have promised you, and I have instilled in you the desire to achieve your goals so that you can fulfill your destiny. Don't be afraid to compete. Rather than against individuals, it is against the principalities and powers that are putting up a fight. In the same way that Paul, the apostle, did not battle as if he were a fighter who beats the air, I have given you the ability to oppose the devil and to watch him flee for you in the name of Jesus Christ. In a conflict zone, you should never lie down. One more time, I urge you to never, ever dance with demons and never, ever lay down in a fighting zone. Refuse to participate in the religious games that other people are quite skilled at. I have made a door that is open for you to enter. Accept the ground that I have provided for you. It is now open to you. Be sure to expel the giants. Watch as the walls are brought down. I have made it possible for you to go out and seize the spoil that I have made available to you in my name. Every assurance that I have given you in the form of my word is standing behind you and supporting every action that you take. I will never fail you, and I will never turn my back on those who have made my heart and my kingdom their first priority. Listen to my voice when I say, this is the way, walk ye in it, because I will never fail you. This day, God instructs you to refresh your mind and spirit with new life. The previous assumptions are no longer applicable to the way your future will unfold. In fact, they never were. In spite of the fact that men may look at you and believe they are aware of what the future contains, grace is at work that they have not taken into consideration. There is a possibility that you have even disregarded your own blessings because it appears as though your hopes and dreams are nothing more than hopeless wishes. Please take a second look, the Father instructs. Examine all that I am bringing about in your life through the prism of the provision that Calvary has made available to you. Tomorrow holds a bright and promising future. Your failures from the past, as well as those from yesterday, have been completely erased by my mercy. The statement that I am making over you is that, behold, I make all things new. This is the hour and the day that I am making it. An entirely new creature is you. I am not referring to some fleeting pipe dream here. I have created you from scratch, and you are an entirely new species within me. Ancient things have already passed away and are continuing to do so. You can no longer be bound by the restrictions of the past. The sky is going to be cloudy tomorrow, but it will be filled with a great deal of promise. If I were to reveal my plans for you in a moment, you would probably consider them to be nothing more than pure imagination because they are so much beyond what you might imagine they are. The Father urges you to get on board with the program. I have a true and sincere affection for you. Do not cling to the past. Make amends with those who have let you down and settle all of your accounts. Release, forgive, and be blessed. Get into the here and now. Enter the entitlement of sons, where everything I have promised is at your disposal as the low-hanging fruit of the tree of life that offers resurrection to all that you are and all that you will ever be. Step into the entitlement of sons. Today, the Father instructs us to place all of our concern on me. For those things that you are unable to alter and from which you are unable to escape, I will take responsibility for them rather than you. While I was walking on earth, I was tempted. Although I was tempted in every way, just as you have been tempted, I did not sin in any of those situations. As a result of your efforts to deal with difficulties and challenges, you frequently end up making things worse and contaminating your witness with responses that are contrary to God's will. Confront the fact that you are unable to have a godly response to the horrifying treatment that you have experienced from other people via your own actions. I will take over now. My name is a tower that is high, so run into it. Take refuge in me, and cease attempting to defend someone or something that cannot be defended. I am a victim of rejection. I was reviled and looked down upon. Because I didn't want you to have to go through all of this, I did it. It is not a guarantee that other people will not come against you. It is a simple statement that if you are willing to surrender to my grace, the pain that is caused by the hatred and sin that is directed toward you will be soothed and alleviated. Be as smart as a serpent while remaining as harmless as a dove. Acquire the skill of remaining silent when you are in the company of your adversaries. Whenever other people turn their backs on you and murmur criticism behind closed doors, you should simply bow down and worship. Remain low and adopt a posture of humility, for I bestow grace upon those who are modest, but I oppose those who are proud. The secret weapon you possess is humility. It is possible that they will make fun of you and ask, "Who do you think you are?" But you should remain calm and trusting. Due to the fact that those are the things that arouse pride, they may attempt to provoke and dislike you. You should not allow yourself to be enticed into leaving the hidden location. The heathen should be allowed to rage. While the ungodly continue to hurl their venom against you, you should remain in a place of peaceful faith and deep abiding in me until the storm has passed. The way to liberty is through this path. Be a father-pleaser and seek the kingdom against all opposition, and you will witness the benefit that comes to you as a result of doing so. This is not what you have been told by people who believe they are the authorities in matters of this nature. Your life over the next 5 years is going to be everything but dull, according to what the Father has proclaimed to you today. You are not the type of person who thrives in a state of listlessness. If you want to wait for Jesus to come, you have no interest in marching in place. You are not a pedantic person, rather, you have a strong urge to run with the footmen and pass the chariots. This desire is a manifestation of your character. I have instilled in you a sense of exploration throughout your entire being. Over the course of the next 5 years, you will go through 3 experiences that are not only quite different from one another but also highly different from one another. These experiences will be watershed transitions that will bring you from one glory to another. Relationships will be one specific area of focus. In addition, the other will be in the realm of natural provision and financial matters. During the other time, you will experience a supernatural visitation that will cause everything you thought you understood to be viewed through a different pair of spectacles that are associated with the kingdom. It is going to be a trip for you. It will require a level of service in the ministry segment that has never been seen before. You are currently working on a number of projects and assignments. All of these things are going to need you to spend some time studying and adjusting to the new reality that I am constructing in your life. There are projects and assignments that you will need to complete. The Father declares, I am launching you out of the old and into the new, and He is doing it in a remarkable way over the course of the following 5 years. Neither will you be traveling alone yourself, the Father assures you. Rather, there will be those who accompany you on your journey. The solitary was placed in families by me. Your life will be filled with the presence of community. Both you and those around you will be able to love and rely on one another. There will be people who can love and rely on you. For you, I have a lot of things in store for you. As I bring you to experience the fullness of life in the way that I intended it to be lived and experienced, your life is going to be full with unexpected events coming at you from all directions. In today's message, the Father tells you that opportunities are coming your way. On this day, doors are opening wide in your favor more than ever before. You are about to be presented with an opportunity to minister to a particular section of society, to a group of individuals who have been waiting for a long time. They have been waiting, and the waiting has been going on for a very long time, but I have something exciting to say to you that will freshen your mind. Those who have given up hope and are in a state of despair are receiving you. It is true that they gave up because they lacked the resources necessary to bring about a change in their circumstances, and as a result, they gave up on being alive. They used to be filled with joy when they were still in the early stages of their salvation, but now the difficulties of life have turned them sour. I adore them. They should be encouraged. I know that you are in need of encouragement, but I want to urge you to go out into the world and offer to other people what you believe you have the least amount of to give. I will encourage you on the same level that you encourage others. The more you spread joy to other people, the more I will shower you with an indescribable and glorious experience of joy. The Father asserts that no one is expendable. Period. What I have written on your heart is that no one is expendable and that every single person is important. I am sending you to the widow, the orphan, and the prisoner in order to assist those who are struggling by providing assistance to the widow, the orphan, and the prisoner. Because of the straightforward witness that I have implanted in your heart, they will be able to shake themselves out of the sluggishness that comes with hopelessness and discover a new path in life. Remain steadfast. I have called you to do something, and you must be faithful in doing it. Your words, which at times appear to be so ineffective, will bring about breakthrough, and those who have languished in pain will rise up and be mighty in your midst. I will bring about this. Leave the house. The time has come to go out into the world and let your words be words of life. Whenever you share words of life with other people, I will respond from on high and fulfill all of your requirements in this circumstance. On this day, the Father instructs us to pay attention to my quiet, low voice. Your responses are not derived from human beings. Find the spirit of counsel that emanates from my throne and seek it out. There is a persistent presence of my voice within the depths of your spirit. My voice is always speaking and never stops repeating itself. It is my light that is shining down and bringing every wonderful gift into your life, just as the light of the sun goes forth in every direction at the same moment throughout the centuries and eons of time. It is not about making preparations for a period of economic hardship or a downturn. To achieve breakthrough, benefit, and blessing, you must look to me and make plans. I have a strong passion for life and living it to the fullest. I have provided you with everything that is relevant to you in terms of life and godliness. It brings me great joy to see that my servant is doing well. To see all of your wishes spontaneously fulfilled and every need satisfied according to my riches and glory. All you need to do is maintain your concentration on walking before me as a servant throughout the entire process. It is important to acquire the skill of detaching yourself from the objects and urges that are solely rooted in the spirit of the world. At all times, the voice of the body, the voice of the carnal mind, and the voice of the flesh will present you with a plethora of distractions and a sense of disempowerment. Be careful not to let the old man and the flesh man disenfranchise you from the covenant that I have made to you. On the other hand, I am all about fulfillment and entitlement. You will never experience frustration if you surround yourself with Christ awareness on a regular basis and greet the start of each day with that consciousness. You will be filled with my thoughts, showered in my love, and walking in my righteousness with this mindset. This is the share that the Father foretells for you. This is what I have assured you of the outcome. This is the reason I came into this world, to testify to you about the truth, love, and glory that I have for you. To this day, the Father encourages us to welcome the process. Get rid of that mentality. Continue to drive on for the glory. Get rid of your pessimistic frame of mind. In the skies, there is no mention of pessimism, sarcasm, or negativity at any point in time. Accept the, as in heaven, so on earth, concept and allow it to permeate both your head and your spirit. When you make the decision to focus your thoughts just on things that are impeccable, fair, beautiful, and worthy of praise, you are not displaying naivete. Wherever your focus takes you, you are that place. Do you really want to immerse yourself in the world of troubles, pain, dread, and difficulty that the world tries to surround you with and entertain you with? Do you really want to do that? There is a phenomenon known as the observation effect, which is responsible for the aspects of your life reacting to the diminishment that you apply to them. Pay attention to my throne. Pay attention to the kindness that I am. Please submit yourself to my gospel, for it is the good news that I have brought to you. To the extent that you surrender yourself to my gospel, the good news of my kingdom will serve as the preface for the subsequent events that will take place in your life. Let go of that which is negative. Be sure to emerge from the shadows. This is the season in which you will experience the feeling of heaven coming down to earth, so fill your head and every thought with feelings of faith, trust, and pleasure. Despite the fact that the entire world will disappear and be washed away in a single enormous catastrophe, you will be the only one who remains standing if your heart is set on me and my promise. You will be left standing, and others who are in your immediate vicinity will be extremely interested in learning about the hope that I have placed in you. The message I want to convey to you is that you are coming out, and you are an ambassador of hope. To the glory, gladness, and rejoicing of my throne, you are emerging from the state of lifelessness that exists within you.